Hey YouTube community, it's Darkside Jedi here, attempting my very first YouTube video where I'm going to showcase some books with my very favorite character slash villain ever, the Joker. Okay, I'm a huge Joker fan, and I'd like to share my love of him with you guys. Um, I have been super inspired by watching all of your videos on YouTube. They're so amazing. Um, I have learned so much from all of you. And you've inspired me to become part of that community. I think I have some pretty good stuff, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with everybody. Um, I'd like to shout out a few names that guys that have been a big part of my collecting because of the stuff you guys show, the stuff you guys talk about, the hints, the tricks, how you collect, where you get your stuff. I mean, it is a wealth of knowledge for anybody in this hobby. And you guys really love what you do, and I love what I'm doing, and it's just great. I mean, for us to showcase our love of this hobby through videos and pictures on Instagram, it's fantastic. So Omega Shin Ryu Ken, I mean, great videos. Everything he posts is just awesome. I love watching all of his videos. Great stuff on Instagram as well. Lords of the Long Box, I just started watching his videos, and as a matter of fact, he's the one that turned me on to the Instagram community of comic book collectors through one of his videos. I went and checked it out on Instagram, and man, I've been posting ever since. It's so much fun, and you guys are posting awesome stuff too. Hero Hunter 81, some of the craziest, looniest, wackiest comic books I've ever seen, and some really good stuff. Makes me excited about some of the oddities that I have as well. Boom City, Lightning 2288, Mercenaut. I mean, you say Mercenaut in the YouTube. If you're watching YouTube videos of comic books, his name's got to be at the top of the list. He's a wealth of knowledge. He's got some really good stuff. Um, Great tips. Great, look out for this book. All you guys have that, and it's great. The key issue alert type stuff. It's fantastic. We Love Comics, another great YouTuber, Big To Do. I think I pronounced that right. It's not Big Tato, it's Big To Do. I saw a video where he was explaining how to pronounce that name, so uh, I remembered. So anyway, without further ado, we're gonna get into my Joker stuff. Now this is mostly covers and storylines that I like with the Joker. Excuse me. Um, I'm fairly new at comic book collecting. I've only been collecting for since 2012. Okay, and I started collecting when this storyline that you're looking at right now came out, the Death of the Family books. Before that, I was downloading comic books on my iPad and reading them. As a kid, I didn't really collect comic books, even though I loved everything Batman and all the cartoons on TV and everything like that. But I collected more baseball cards, which we all know how that went. So I got a box full of crate full of baseball cards that's sitting in the basement, and now I'm on to collecting comic books, which I should have been doing in the first place. I had a friend of mine whose brother was older than us and had a ton of books, and oddly enough, now he owns a comic book store in Lima, Ohio, called Alter Ego Comics. But yeah, he started out collecting books as a kid, started selling them on eBay, and then opened up a brick and mortar. So I mean, if that's not motivation that you can do whatever you want with the hobby you love, then I don't know what is. So anyway, I'm gonna get into it. The Death of the Family book and mask set here. I just bought it because I thought that mask was sweet, and maybe one day I'll wear it. But I don't know. I haven't opened it yet. I don't know if I will or not. But this storyline is awesome. I mean, it's a great Joker story, and this Batman run by Capullo and Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo. Scott Snyder is second to none. I mean, it is probably one of the essential, or will be one of the essential Batman stories ever written. Here's a couple of hardcover books that I have that I just wanted to share. Good reading if you're a Joker fan. The Brian Azzarello Joker. This is a really cool story, really good art. It's kind of more of the Heath Ledgerish style Joker, but really cool stuff. This book is not a Joker cover, but Arkham Asylum, Serious House on a Serious Earth is probably one of the greatest Joker stories, or stories with the Joker in it, I've ever read. I'm a huge Grant Morrison fan. So this book is a creepy, scary, stomach-churning book. I mean, it's a fun read for sure. This is just DC's 75 years of Batman, 75 years of Joker celebration book. It's the hardcover, The Joker, celebration of 75 years. Basically, it contains what I guess the editors felt were some of the essential stories or issues with the Joker in them. And it's a fun read. Okay, to the books. My very first comic book purchase ever is Batman number 13 with the die-cut cover. I know it may sound crazy to a lot of you guys who've been collecting since you were kids, and your very first book may have actually been, Captain America 100 or something like that. But this is mine, and I love it. And you know what? It started me on a path to want to devour and read and collect everything I could that was a comic book or comic book related. Great story, great storyline, cool Joker cover. Here's number 14. Another cool Joker cover, even though you don't see his face. You know that's him looking at all of the Bat family in a sinister, sinister way. Here's number 15. It's just cool. Joker's all slunched over, his face cut off, in the mind of Batman. I mean, Capullo blows these away. I mean, he's such a great artist. He was good in Spawn, he's good in this, he's good in everything he does. Here's number 16, Batman. I love this cover because the Joker is wearing part of everybody's uniform. He's got the Alfred tuxedo on, he's got the Robin vest, he's got the Batman glove, he's got the Batgirl glove, he's got the Nightwing mask. You know, I don't see Red Hood anywhere around there, but man, who cares? I mean, he's a great character and I love Red Hood, but this Joker is just a cool picture, cool drawing. Here's number 17, the last of the Death of the Family storyline. I do have, all of the spin-offs and the books with Catwoman and Red Hood and Nightwing and Batman and Robin. But I was just showing these, as going through all those would just take way too much time. Here's Batman number 17 variant. It's a Tony Daniel variant. I believe that's a 1 in 25. I just love Tony Daniel. I think he is one of the best Batman artists around today. He is fantastic. Here is Joker number 1. Well, it's Batman 23.1, but it's Joker number 1. This is the villains take over the DC universe storyline. It was before Forever Evil, and these were lenticular covers. I mean, what can't you love about that Joker? Sinister, evil, crazy. This one is Batman number 32. This is not really a Joker cover, however, it's Joker-esque. It's the bombshell cover of the Joker's daughter. I just thought it was cool. I like the old school feel. This one is Batman number 37. This is part of the Endgame storyline and a Greg Capullo Joker cover, which is, in my opinion, outstanding. It is reminiscent of the Death in the Family, book number 4, where the Joker's wearing a top hat. I mean, it's not the exact same, but it's a cool little comparison. Here's the variant Joe Kubert, number 37, Batman. This is another death in the family homage. It's not a cover that you would have seen back then, but it's the Joker about to smash Robin in the face. Jason Todd, Batman jumping through the window. I mean, that's awesome. Here's number 38, Batman, another Kubert, Andy Kubert homage, I guess, to one of my favorite, and in my opinion, the best Joker story ever written, the Killing Joke. And this is what apparently Barbara Gordon saw right before she got shot. A little looking through the peephole. Back to a Greg Capullo piece. Greg is fantastic artist, as I said. Batman number 39. That cover is awesome. And as a matter of fact, I think this cover is better than the variant. I mean, the Joker sitting on a mound of dead bodies like a chair. I mean, that guy standing up as a backrest. That's insane. That's awesome. Here's the number 39 variant, Joe Kubert, or I'm sorry, Andy Kubert. Joe is his dad. I don't know why I keep saying Joe. Awesome cover. Awesome cover. I prefer this one. I have this one just because it's Kubert drawing Batman. But it's still sick and awesome. Here's the Batman number 40 movie poster variant. It's the Mask, the movie of the Mask. I mean, hey, nothing else needs to be said. That's awesome. Here we go with Batgirl number 14, part of Death of the Family. I mean, Joker standing over here with a knife, Valentine greeting, and she's laying there dead or passed out. That's great, great stuff. Here's another great Batgirl number 16. It's not the Joker, but it's the Joker smile on Batgirl, and how cool is that? I think it's fantastic. Here we go with Teen Titans number 9. This is the newest Teen Titans comic. They had a Joker 75th anniversary variant cover, and this is one of them. I just thought it was pretty sweet. I always like the Joker on covers that aren't Batman books. I think that's really fun when he shows up in other people's books, even on covers. Here's Superman Wonder Woman number 18, another Joker 75-year anniversary cover. I mean, he's tied up with the lasso of truth. He's in love, apparently, with Wonder Woman, and Superman's like, what are you thinking, buddy? Superman and Joker are always fun together as well. Deathstroke number 7. This is the Joker variant. I mean, nothing else needs to be said. Totally awesome. All right, this one is Batman number 663. This is part of Grant Morrison's epic Batman story. I think that, in my opinion, this storyline is probably one of the best storylines ever written. I think that Grant Morrison really did a lot of cool things with this storyline. He brought in some of the most goofiest stories from old books, and he made it part of Batman's life, and he didn't ignore the dumb stuff, and I thought that was cool. He kind of made the dumb stuff cool. I mean, Batmite, what a stupid character, but in this book he just makes it so believable. Not believable, it's a comic book, but you know what I mean. Anyway, this book is cool. It's got Joker, bleeding eyes, Batman over top. The cool thing about this book too is it's not really a comic book. I mean, it is, but it's written more in a prose style, a narrative. It's got pages of writing as opposed to panels with word balloons. Here's another Batman book, 683. I thought this was cool. I mean, this is just a cool cover altogether. But, you know, Joker's there. He's a little beat up. Batman here, you know, so it's like the yin and yang kind of style. And then you got everybody else in between who's affected by the Batman Joker fight. You got Damian and Talia. Ra's al Ghul, Barbara sitting there, Nightwing. Cool book, cool book. Batman and Robin number 13. What can I say? It's another homage kind of to the in a way, I guess, maybe it's a stretch, but it's, I think, maybe a little of a homage to the Death in the Family, Joker killing Robin with a crowbar. Well, here is Robin, aka Damian Wayne, about to smash the Joker over the head with a crowbar as Batman swoops in, and that's Dick Grayson as Batman. Here we go with JLA number 11, Rock of Ages storyline. Anytime you have the Joker and Lex Luthor on the same cover, you got to get it. And I'll tell you what, Rock of Ages, if you haven't read it, read it. It is probably one of the best stories ever written for JLA, but also if you're a Batman fan, the Batman in this story is pretty awesome. I mean, it's a different story, but you got to be a Grant Morrison fan, I guess. A lot of people aren't. Here's another part. It's the end of the Rock of Ages, part 6 of 6, number 15, JLA. It's Lex and the Joker. I mean, come on, can't go wrong. Here we go with the Joker number 1, Joker's Asylum. Andy Kubert, just cool Joker. I mean, hey, cool art. I like it. This book is probably one of my favorite covers, and I mean, not that yes, I'm a huge fan of The Killing Joke, but the fact that the Joker is on the cover of a Booster Gold story or a Booster Gold book is, who would have ever thought that that would ever happen? Booster Gold and the Joker, you don't think of the Joker when you talk about Booster Gold. So that's why I love this book. Not to mention, it is the coolest cover of the greatest story ever written about the Joker, The Killing Joke. How many times do I have to say that? Here we go with a few older books now. Brave and the Bold, number 191. This is Batman and the Joker. I think it's pretty sweet. He's got the bang gun. Apparently he killed Penguin. Batman's running through like, hey. That's just cool. And here's the Canadian variant, the 75-cent Canadian variant of 191. This is a new part of my collecting that I've started, Canadian variants. I think that's kind of a cool thing. Lower print runs, but it's just fun to have some different books. Here's Brave and the Bold 118. Excuse me. May the best man win, crossed out, die. It's the Joker laughing and rooting on a fight between Batman and Wildcat. Here's a Wonder Woman book with a Joker cover. I love this Joker. I think it's a great book, great cover, and like I said, the Joker appearing in any other hero's book, well, I'll always buy it because you don't see that often. Here's Wonder Woman 281. Now, this really isn't a Joker. I mean, it is a Joker cover a little bit, but it's more about the story. It's a 3-part story with Huntress and the Joker. It's the backups of this Wonder Woman run. Here's the second part, number 282, of Joker and the Huntress. And here's the third part of Joker and the Huntress. So it's a fun little read. And if you like Wonder Woman, it's a 2-for-1. Here's a sweet cover, Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, number 50. I mean, it screams 90s with your gold, bronze, raised lettering, but it is a cool cover nonetheless. That cat looks wicked. It's like Cheshire Cat, Jokerized. And it's got some really cool art in there too. A lot of people put in some panels or some pinups. You got Howard Chaykin, Jim Lee, Mike Zeck, and many others. That's cool. If you're a Joker fan, this is a must-have. Batman, the Man Who Laughs. This is a really cool story by Ed Brubaker. It's basically, in a way, the beginnings of the Joker. I mean, it shows some pretty cool origin stuff, and the cover is fantastic. This book, Suicide Squad number 48, is pretty awesome. It's on fire now that Jared Leto, the trailer came out. You know, I think people are starting to warm up to his portrayal of the Joker. Plus, it's Barbara Gordon and the Joker on a cover, and it's a Suicide Squad cover at that. So, pretty awesome. I love it. Here's a Joker Last Laugh, Batman Gotham Knights, number 22. It's the Joker's Last Laugh storyline. I like this cover just because it's bugs creating a smile and teeth, and it's neat. Speaking of Joker's Last Laugh, here is the Joker Last Laugh number 1. I mean, come on. He's throwing the DC logo up. This one will really kill you. I wish I could say it like Mark Hamill, man. That voice is awesome. Here we go. Joker Last Laugh, number 6 of 6. Now I've got pretty much the entire run. I'm missing number 4. I didn't want to show every single cover because they all had Joker on them, but these two are the best, I think, in my opinion. It's a Brian Boland cover, Joker, Batman. Great. This book really needs no introduction. This is a fantastic Joker cover, and I think it's more sought after because of the Harley Quinn thing, but you know what? I like it either way. Unfortunately, it's a second print, but the cover is still cool, so I'm keeping it. Here is World's Finest number 177. Joker fighting Lex Luthor, Batman and Superman cheering them on. Awesome. It's just, this book screams cool. Here's Batman number 286. Two Jokers fighting. Batman coming to join in. Just another cool Joker cover. This is Batman 366. It is the first appearance of Jason Todd in a Robin costume, but the cover is a Joker, cool Joker Batman cover. Sweet stuff, good stuff. Important for your Batman collection, but also, you know, it's got him on the cover. Mr. J. Here is Batman number 429. This is the fourth part of the Death in the Family storyline. Jason Todd is killed by the Joker, and I like this cover. He's a very regal, sophisticated Joker with his top hat and monocle. Mike Mignola does a good job. And like I said, I mean, it's reminiscent of that Greg Capullo book. And let me see if I can pull it real quick just to kind of put it side by side. I mean, look at that. That's pretty cool, if you ask me. I like it. I mean, it's not the exact same, but it gives you the feeling of it, you know? Cool stuff. This is Detective Comics number 504. I like this cover because it's a Joker cover. And you see the Joker's kind of popping out there like that show Laugh-In from the 60s or 70s. I don't know. It's before my time. I just remember watching it on Nick at Night. But it's like coming out, popping out of that wall. Detective Comics number 532. Another awesome Joker cover. I mean, I can hear in my head, you know, this is like the end of the Batman 66 series. Will Batman get out in time? Tune in next week. I mean, it's awesome. Here's Detective Comics 569. This is another pretty sweet Joker cover, I think. You know, it's got all the Joker cards. He's laughing in the background, holding Catwoman, and Robin's all messed up. I don't know. He's looks like he's hurting. Yeah, Batman Family Giant number 9. I think this one, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, this is where Joker's daughter joins the Teen Titans. However, it's not a Joker cover, but it's a Joker-ish cover, so I put it in the book, put it in the pile. Joker's daughter is pretty cool. This is Batman number 451. This cover is amazing. There's a second part, or it's either before this or after, where he's kind of sitting in a chair. I don't have that one, but it is on my search list. And what more needs to be said? That's just cool stuff. All right, these next few are a run that I'm working on, and it involves the Joker. Big surprise. Here's Joker number 1. There's a sweet book, sweet cover, sweet story, fun. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. And number 5. Not sure how many issues there are. I'm gonna have to look that up, but I've got the first 5, so that's pretty sweet. Always happy to have this older stuff. Okay, my favorite story of all time. I think I've said it 100 times if I've said it once, and that is Batman: The Killing Joke. I mean, what more needs to be said? That cover is amazing. That's it. I mean, I have nothing else to say. It's the Joker. And finally, last but not least, this is probably one of the most iconic covers ever drawn by an artist. I'm sure all of you would agree that this book is on the top of a lot of Batman collectors lists and Joker collectors lists. And that is Batman number 251. The first appearance of the modern Joker, but how amazing. I mean, that is just so cool. And it's signed right here, Neil Adams. I bought it like that. Unfortunately, it's personalized. It says for Howard. My name's not Howard. I guess I could change it to Howard and it would make more sense, but I like it nonetheless. Who could really complain about a Neil Adams signed 251? Not me. So, well, anyway, that's the end of my show and tell for today. I appreciate you all watching. I appreciate everything you guys do. Keep up the great videos. I will watch yours. I will continue to post on Instagram. My Instagram is Darkside Jedi. My YouTube is Darkside Jedi. I am Darkside Jedi. And happy collecting, everybody. Thanks.